If you're starting a medication like Mounjaro, I bet there's one big question that's been on your mind. It's the question I hear all the time. Do I really have to increase my dose every single month? Is that like a rule, or is it just something we all assume we're supposed to do? If you're trying to figure out whether you should stay put or move up, trust me, you are in the right place because the answer probably isn't what you're expecting. I'm Kate, and welcome to my injection journey where I share my real life experience with weight loss injections. The wins, the struggles, and what I wish I'd known sooner. In this video, we'll look at when you should increase your dose, when you might be better off staying exactly where you are, and even when lowering your dose can make sense. And finally, I'll share how I've stayed successfully on the entry-level dose for 7 months. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about that starting dose. Before we can even think about when to increase it, we have to understand what that initial dose is actually for. And what its real job isn't what most of us think. So according to Eli Lilly, the company that actually makes Mounjaro, first 2.5 milligram dose isn't really there to make you lose weight. It's an adjustment phase to help your body get used to the medication and minimize those potential side effects like nausea or fatigue. However, most people do in fact lose weight on the 2.5 milligram dose. Well, this is where it gets super interesting because there is a huge difference between how the original clinical trials were done and what so many of us are now experiencing in the real world. In the official clinical trials, it was super structured. Everyone started at 2.5 milligrams, and after every 4 weeks, like clockwork, they increased their dosage to 5 milligrams, and then 4 weeks later increased to 7.5, all the way up to the top dose of 15 milligrams. But what we're seeing now out here in the real world is a completely different story. So many people are having incredible success on the lower doses and never even need to get close to those maximum levels. And yep, this is exactly what happened to me. I found that the 2.5 milligram dose was working. My appetite is suppressed, the weight is coming off steadily every single month, I have no cravings, and the best part, I have literally zero side effects. It made me realize that this journey is about listening to my body and not just following a calendar. So with all that in mind, how do you know if staying on a lower dose is the right call for you? Let's break down the super clear signs that tell you it's a good idea to just stay put. Really, the most important thing you can do is just check in with yourself, and you gotta ask yourself a few honest questions. And the checklist for this is so simple. If you can say yes to these things, your appetite is still suppressed, feels under control, you're losing weight steadily every week, and any negative side effects are either tiny or totally gone, then you've got all green lights. It's a crystal clear sign that your current dose is doing exactly what it's supposed to. So, what do I mean by steady weight loss? Well, doctors usually recommend aiming to lose about 1% of your body weight each week. For most of us, that's somewhere between half a pound and 2 pounds per week. So many people have said that rushing up to that higher dose didn't actually speed anything up, and in fact, for some, it just made the side effects worse, and sometimes even stalled their weight loss. Patience really is your best friend here. But of course, staying on one dose forever isn't the right answer for everybody. Our bodies are smart and they do adjust over time. So let's flip the coin and look at the other side. What are the signs that it might actually be time to talk about moving up? So how can you tell if you've hit that point? The biggest clue is hitting a plateau. If those effects you felt at the beginning have started to fade and your progress has kind of ground to a halt, it might be just time for a change. The signs to look for are pretty much the exact opposite of what we've just talked about. If you're noticing your appetite control isn't what it used to be, some of those old cravings are creeping back in, and the scale just hasn't budged for a few weeks, and you're not having any negative side effects, then yeah, it's probably time to have a chat with your doctor about moving up. It's so important to remember that this journey is incredibly personal. For me, I feel the effects of 2.5 milligrams really strongly, but I have a friend who didn't feel much of anything until she moved up to the 7.5 milligram dose. I spoke with another person who has actually moved down from that entry-level 2.5 milligram dose. She has halved it and takes 1.25 milligrams per week instead. And honestly, that sounds like it would suit me and others like me perfectly. Just to be clear, any dose adjustments or splitting should only ever be done under medical supervision. I'll share my experience once I've discussed it fully with my doctor. I really believe that as more data comes in, smaller doses will become available, whether that's in syringe form or the new tablet version, but it could mean fewer side effects and gentler, more sustainable weight loss. And remember, slower weight loss is better for your body in the long run. But we need to be really clear about something. The dose that you're on, that's only one piece of the puzzle. Real lasting success comes from what you do alongside the medication. I really can't stress this enough. Mounjaro is an incredible tool, but it is not a magic wand. What it does is create this incredible window of opportunity for you to build healthy habits that are going to stick with you long term. And if you're not changing anything else, you're just not going to see the results that you're hoping for. So I focus on eating whole, healthy foods. I've actually increased the amount of food I'm eating compared to before. I drink plenty of water. Honestly, one of the coolest things about this medication is how it helps you notice what foods affect your body. For me, I figured out real fast that potatoes and pasta would just stop my progress in its tracks. Swapping them for things like sweet potatoes or brown rice kept everything moving. Instead of sugar in a coffee, I add a dash of cinnamon, and it tastes so good. My treat in the evening is chopped grapefruit and yogurt. Also tastes so good. I really encourage you to use this time to learn your own trigger foods and find some healthier swaps that you love, because ultimately this journey isn't just about what the medication does, it's about retraining your relationship with food. That is so important, because one day you'll be coming off Mounjaro and you'll want those habits and that discipline already in place so that you don't rebound and gain the weight back. And I include some consistent movement and exercise, mainly walking, some swimming, and some strength training. Start paying attention to the patterns. Weigh yourself daily, note what you're eating, how you slept, even how you're feeling, because when you track these things consistently, you start to learn so much about how your body actually works. So as we start to wrap this up, it really all comes back to one big idea: finding the pace that is right for you and you alone. This is the absolute core message right here. The goal isn't to lose weight as fast as possible, it's to create steady, sustainable progress that's going to lead to long-term health. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So to finally answer our big question from the beginning, no, you absolutely do not have to increase your dose every month. More medication is not always better. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, do subscribe, and tell me in the comments what dose are you currently on and how's it going for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.